also wasn't nice of me as a nephew, as an uncle to a nephew, to pull so many magic tricks and tricks on him in general. I had magic tricks like hell. Now, there were some that were just real, like me guessing or chance, and I would just take credit for. And other ones were just gullible. Like, I once told him that I was fucking my dog, what would be impossible. Pretty funny, right? No, it's stupid. But I got him laughing and he wanted to see. So all I did was lift up the covers, and the dog was right there next to me, backing up into me. That's it. I had no pants on. He saw it. Fucking funny, huh? No. But he made the assumption because I don't have my pajamas on and I'm sleeping naked and the dog's trying to cuddle with me with his back there, that something must be going on. But here's the problem: the dog was neutered and nothing is going to happen because of the size differential. No matter what, even a 5-year-old will not match up. It just is not going to work. It doesn't matter. So, that was a trick that only made me look foolish at the age of maybe 10 or whatever. No, much older than that. 11, 12. I was always trying to pull a funny trick or pulling a joke, and my jokes in the beginning were program orphan jokes. I never could be as funny as the kid stuck his foot in a giant red ant hill, or Joey stuck his hand and got bit by a giant tarantula, or the kids over there are playing with a black widow. You just can't beat that. So, the other funny one was, look, my pants are down. Ha ha, I pantsed you. Ha ha, you have a small penis. Ha ha, yours looks funny. Okay, well, it's not much to work with that at a young age. And he's heard all my regular jokes. I wasn't good at doing that type of shit. At the program in Haverhill, even one of the kids went around pantsing other kids, and they caught one of the older kids with basketball shorts that was big, yeah, but he had a small penis. And all the female staff were there, and they couldn't act professional. They just all laughed at the penis and went upstairs. So it always was fucked up like that. Condoms thrown into the bed, all your clothing missing. Like one time, my nephew took all my clothing away while I was in the pool and made me go in front of strangers naked. It wasn't that fun, huh? So, yeah, we all had our tricks. But it wasn't nice of me, definitely, to pull any of these type of tricks. Oh, yeah, and then there's the bum spray. Yeah, I took some cologne I used to put on my pants to make my fart smell a little worse, and I sprayed it in between my cheeks, making a like farting noise because of the cheek motion. And I asked him if that made me gay. Does it make me gay? I'm spraying my ass with spray, stuff like that. And then he asked me if I was spraying up my ass, I'm like, wait a minute, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm spraying that spray up my ass. But also is impossible. You would need a tube like a WD-40 tube or something, like an enema, because it's like if you ever used an enema, you'll know how hard it is to actually get anything to go in when you're constipated or otherwise. It's not like it actually will work. If you've ever had to take an enema like I have had, it fucking sucks. It's not easy to get something in there. So a Lysol spray, room spray, well, it's not Lysol, it's air spray on your cheeks or in between your cheeks to make your fart smell good is not gonna hurt ya. It's not gonna go up your ass. It's gonna might make a funny noise as your ass cheeks whack each other. But that crazy type of shit was just joking around, funny stuff, and I've seen way, way worse out of just kids in the program that make each other laugh. It's not fun, especially when you have a black a staff choking you out. So you gotta try to keep the humor going to deal with that. And humor is something I'm good at. Now, now that I have a pad of paper and words, and I can use hand movements and expressions, I don't need props. Props and penises and balls are for weak comics that don't know how to prepare and find humor in the fucked up world we really live in. I don't need props. I don't need penises. I don't need Lysol farts because I'm 31 now. But at the age of 12, farts and Lysol farts and hey, look, here's a song called I Wanna Fuck a Dog. Yeah, it's called Blink 182. I wanna fuck a dog. I wanna fuck a dog. Stupid songs like that, me and my nephew would be laughing. It's so funny. And listen to this one. It's called Uncle Fucker. Uncle, 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 Uncle. I don't eat or sleep a mother line. Fuck my uncle all day long. Yeah, South Park. I think there's three from South Park that we thought were funny. Oh, what's another one? Oh, when I got older, I found Psycho Stick beer. Um, I drink beer. I drink beer. I drink beer. Uh, I think it says it makes you forgetful. That sounds about right. I've had a beer before and I can't remember the lyrics. So, it goes well with pizza. I think I remember is in the song. But anyways, there's a lot of funny songs and they're always stupid. And you try to make jokes out of it with props or make people laugh. And oh boy, did I make people laugh. But sometimes they thought it was real, even if it was impossible. The funniest ones are the impossible ones. Oh, yeah. There was some gullible kids, lots of them. And my nephew wasn't that gullible. He was always like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And I just had to act really convincing. Are you? Oh, well, I guess you just don't believe me. Well, why don't you come over here and look for yourself? I'll prove it to you. Why don't you come and examine it? But then I realized you can't see shit. How are you gonna see? You can't. Like, for instance, if there was a blanket or something what makes it impossible to see without X-ray goggles or something, or the angle is wrong, I can clearly know all you can see is a dog's foot. So there's tricks like that where you just do like sleight of hand or you bluff them like, oh, my mother. She was lying through her teeth. I knew she was lying. She knew she was lying. My father was lost, and the worker was wondering what the hell's going on. So bluffing can sometimes just fix that. And the party that obviously is lying will be shown. But that requires an intelligent crowd. I learned that, from kids, just bluffing. And then they just give it up. It works every time on kids and stupid adults. It really does. Just love them. Stupid adults and kids every time. But it's not nice. It's not nice to bluff or joke or trick or do any of that. And when I was 13, I thought it was funny to do stuff like say that my farts were gonna smell like flowers. I still once in a while will spray that cologne under my armpits and then spray one right on my jeans where my crotch is, just to make sure my crotch doesn't smell. You gotta make that crotch smell like flowers. You gotta make sure your farts smell like flowers. So just put one spray of that Axe on the pants, and if you fart or if you have a little, a little bit of fermented cheese, maybe it'll come out smelling like daisies. Okay, that's the one fart joke I'm doing right there. It's not my forte. dark humor turn into funny real humor, or real dark events that show the light at the end of the no, light of the real world. Yeah, that's the way you say it. Light of the real world that shines and reveals the bullshit in the real world that we have to try to fix as adults, like lobbying. But first, we all got to do ourselves, and we also got to make sure that that does not interfere with our ability to help the people around us. We always got to be doing God's work. We always got to be working on ourselves and willing to do the societal work that is required to be part of society or a loving family. But when it comes to me, I'm not a family member to my family. I'm not a person. I'm not human. Overdoses, the food problems, the moving around the country, pulling me out of doctors, putting me in crazy things against my will, medicating me on crazy things against my will, giving me meds that are illegal to give to your child, mixing meds around. Just so many illegal things. And I just had to endure it, and they want to pretend like it never happened. It was very clear. It wasn't like this is some new news to people. And I'm a better person today, and I'm better to people today for these experiences. And that's how I answer the question. Why I keep on getting better and better at being a better and better person to people is because I learn. But you have to also remember everybody has their own learning curve. Just because I'm a deep spiritual individual with very little strength, but also hardworking, and every job I've been to loves me until I fall or have seizures, depending on the people. I mean, I didn't like that what do you call it? Big corporation one. They lost all their management, and they had some people that really didn't have maturity yet, and it wasn't for me. But yeah, I got really hurt, and I moved on, and I forgave them. That's really mature of me, especially with a woman who's willing to lie even while there's cameras and witnesses. I just not good, not good. Plus, when I say I'm having trouble with transportation, walking, I'm getting hurt, it's probably not a good idea to have me do 3 stores. So they were making decisions trying to get me overworked and on purpose so I might try a different job. They even said, why don't you change to a different gas station if 3 gas stations aren't too much? If that's too much, why don't you work for a different gas station? You know, you're giving me a lot here. You're having me manage when there's no management around. And you're paying me the least out of everybody. And I don't drive. And some days I'm losing money. $50 each way because of the way you scheduled me on purpose. I'm walking home because you had me stay late and there's no more buses. That's pretty bad. And I'm having seizures on the side of the road, and they're not even giving me time to go to the doctors and find out what's going on. That's bad. The employees are immature. They flip out in the corner. I mean, who the fuck? You don't flip out at work and still work there. Yet they do it. And I have a medical condition. I end up falling to the ground and shaking, and I mean, just no. I can't even make a phone call. And the clientele, you got people doing drugs with knives in the bathroom all day. I have like a collection of knives from people leaving shit in the bathroom. And you know how many times in the fucking other gas stations that drugs were in those bathrooms? Powder all over the place. Baggies empty. And when I fucking have to report it, first I tell them there's a drug baggie. Then if there's powder in the drug baggie, they tell me, oh, well, that just throw away. But then they say they never said just to throw it away. But then they say, oh, well, there was nothing in that baggie. And so your management will go back and forth. So do you want me to throw the fucking thing away and then get back to work? Or do you want me to call the police? Or are you going to make out a report? What the fuck do you want me to do here? Just give me a straight answer. And they never do, except for the place I work now. And that's why I like it. They give me a goddamn straight answer. What do you want me to do about a half empty drug baggie? What do you mean by half empty? I mean it has powder sticking to the inside, and I'm never letting that customer in again. Did you get his license plate? No, I didn't even know. It's been about an hour. Oh, do you know what he looks like? I think so. Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. If you see him again, keep an eye on him. But for now, throw it away. And normally, if there's any real drugs in it, then you're going to call the police and you're going to fill out a report. But we'll back you. Oh, okay. But some of these places, ugh, nobody wants to do their jobs. That's the thing I really realized. Nobody wants to do their fucking jobs but me. And I'm doing it with a medical condition. What makes it so more, I mean, I had a seizure on the side of the road, and 2 days later, with stitches in places or internal bleeding, I'm back to work. What the fuck? It's beyond anything I've ever fucking seen in my life. I've never seen anybody crawl on a bus to go to a doctor. I've never seen anybody crawl across traffic. I've never seen or heard anybody bleeding into their testicles from their belly button area and show up to work 2 days later. I've never heard of anybody having a seizure, having it not be treated properly, and going straight back to work. I've never heard of people in my condition having fathers like mine collect Social Security and then still not get it afterwards, and then have all these made up conditions that get in the way. I've never seen anybody have as many lawsuits available to them for pharmaceutical things and not have anything going on. I've never seen anybody have so much trouble getting any medical treatment for minor issues. I've never seen anybody with these type of issues except for somebody that maybe had a very abusive father and mother that wanted to profit off of them. But that's not my case totally. My case is way more fucked up than that. But maybe somebody like with a mother and father that really, really purposely wanted to fuck up their child and get money for it. That's about the closest I've seen, like, or heard of one or two cases of that. And those maybe match a little bit, like Angry Beth. But other than that, it's super hard to find anybody that really can match up with a case like mine.